The first and most important principle of investing wisely begins with a simple but life-changing decision. Pay yourself first. Before the rent is paid, before the credit card is cleared, before entertainment, shopping, or impulse spending, you come first. Most people live their entire lives paying everyone else first and hoping something is left over for the future. And hope is not a strategy. If you wait to see what remains at the end of the month will always find a way to take it all. Paying yourself first is not about how much you earn. It's about what you decide. Even a small amount set aside consistently sends a powerful message to your mind. My future matters. This habit changes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who survives paycheck to paycheck and start seeing yourself as someone who builds. Wealth begins as a mindset before it ever becomes a number. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. You might say, I can't afford to save. But the truth is, if you don't learn to manage a little, you'll never manage a lot. Money responds to discipline, not wishes. When you commit to paying yourself first, you force creativity. You begin to manage expenses better. You become more intentional, and slowly, quietly, momentum starts to build. This is how wealth actually grows. Not through dramatic leaps, but through small, consistent actions repeated over time. A seed planted today may look insignificant, but given enough patience, it becomes a tree that provides shade for decades. Paying yourself first is how you plant that seed. Now, once you've begun this habit, the next wise step is protection. Before chasing growth, secure stability. That means building an emergency fund. This is not exciting. It doesn't make headlines. No one brags about it. But it is one of the most powerful financial tools you will ever own. Life is unpredictable. A job loss, a medical expense, a family emergency. These moments don't ask for permission before they arrive. And when they do, they expose the truth about preparation. An emergency fund is not about fear, it's about peace. It allows you to breathe when life applies pressure. It gives you options when others feel trapped. Without an emergency fund, every unexpected expense becomes a crisis. You borrow, you panic, you make decisions based on urgency instead of wisdom. But with an emergency fund, you stand firm. You respond instead of react. You protect your investments, your progress, and your dignity. Think of it this way. An emergency fund is the foundation beneath your financial house. You can decorate the rooms later. You can build higher later. But without a solid foundation, everything you build is at risk of collapsing under pressure. Many people skip this step because they are eager to grow fast. But growth without protection is fragile. It only takes one setback to erase years of progress. An emergency fund buys you time, and time is one of the most valuable assets you can possess. Start small if you must. 1 month of expenses, then 2, then 3. Each step strengthens your confidence. Each dollar saved reduces stress. Each milestone reminds you that you are no longer at the mercy of every surprise life delivers. This is where confidence begins to change. When you know you can handle the unexpected, your posture changes. Your thinking sharpens. You stop living in constant financial tension and start making decisions with clarity and control. And from that place of stability, wiser opportunities begin to reveal themselves. Before you ever place money into the market, before you worry about charts, trends, or returns, there is an investment that must come first. The investment in yourself. Skills are the engine that powers income, and income is the fuel for investing. Without skills, money is limited. With skills, money has no ceiling. Many people rush to invest because they want quick results, but they overlook the most controllable asset they own, their ability to learn, grow, and increase their value. A strong skill can follow you anywhere. It can survive market crashes, economic downturns, and job changes. When money is lost, it can be rebuilt, but when skills are sharpened, they multiply. Think about this. The best investment is one that no one can take away from you. A company can fail, a stock can drop, a business can slow down, but your knowledge, your communication, your leadership, your technical ability, those stay with you. They compound every year because they improve your earning power, your confidence, and your decision-making. Reading books, attending workshops, learning new technologies, improving financial literacy, these are not expenses. They are deposits into a future version of yourself that earns more, thinks clearer, and acts wiser. When you invest in skills, you don't just make more money, you make better money decisions, and that alone can change the trajectory of your life. Once skills begin to elevate income, something powerful happens. Investing stops feeling stressful and starts feeling strategic. You are no longer gambling with money you can't afford to lose. You are allocating resources with intention. This is when investing becomes sustainable. Now, with a stronger income and clearer mindset, the next principle comes into play: long-term investing. Wealth is not built by chasing excitement. It is built by honoring patience. The market does not reward urgency, it rewards consistency. Those who win over time are not the smartest, they are the most committed. Long-term investing teaches a powerful lesson. You don't need to predict the future to benefit from it. You simply need to participate in it regularly. Small amounts invested consistently, year after year, have a quiet strength. They grow while you sleep. They work while you live. They don't demand daily attention. They demand discipline. Many people make the mistake of trying to time the market. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect price, the perfect signal. But while they wait, time passes, and time is the greatest ally an investor has. Long-term investing removes emotion from the equation. You invest not because the market feels good, but because the plan is sound. This approach builds more than money. It builds trust in yourself. You learn to delay gratification. You learn to stay steady when others panic. You learn that progress is not always visible in the short term, but it is inevitable in the long term when discipline is present. Long-term investing also protects you from burnout. When you stop obsessing over daily fluctuations, you regain mental peace. You focus on living your life while your money quietly grows in the background. This shift from constant reaction to calm consistency is where maturity enters the financial journey. And as the years pass, something remarkable occurs. The money you invested begins to earn money of its own. Compounding takes over. Effort decreases while results increase. What once felt slow now feels unstoppable. This is when people say it looks like luck, but it was never luck. It was patience applied daily. Skills create income. Long-term investing multiplies it. One strengthens the source, the other strengthens the outcome. Together, they form a system that does not rely on hype, shortcuts, or miracles. Only commitment, time, and the quiet confidence that comes from doing the right things consistently, even when no one is watching. As your income grows and your investments begin to take shape, a new challenge quietly appears: lifestyle inflation. This is the moment when progress feels real, but danger hides behind comfort. A raise comes in, and suddenly spending rises to meet it. A bonus arrives, and it disappears just as quickly. New desires replace old ones, and without realizing it, freedom is traded for fancier obligations. Lifestyle inflation is subtle. It doesn't announce itself as a problem. It feels like reward. You tell yourself, "I've worked hard. I deserve this." And you do deserve comfort, but comfort without control becomes a cage. The goal was never to look rich. The goal was to be free. Debt, especially unnecessary debt, steals tomorrow's peace to satisfy today's emotion. Wise investors understand this truth. What you keep matters more than what you earn. They choose restraint not because they lack ambition, but because they value independence. They learn to live slightly below their means so they can live far above stress later. They don't finance status. They don't borrow to impress. They understand that every dollar tied to debt is a dollar that cannot grow. Debt creates pressure. Pressure creates poor decisions, and poor decisions delay progress. When your income increases, the smartest move is not upgrading everything. It's upgrading your discipline. Keep your expenses steady while your income rises, and suddenly investing becomes effortless. You stop feeling behind and start feeling in control. This control brings clarity, and clarity leads to the final and most overlooked principle: invest with purpose, not pressure. The world is loud when it comes to money. Everyone has advice. Everyone claims opportunity. Trends rise overnight and disappear just as fast. If you invest based on noise, fear, or comparison, you will constantly feel anxious. Pressure-driven investing leads to panic buying, emotional selling, and regret. Purpose-driven investing is calm. It is intentional. It begins with knowing why you are investing. Is it freedom, security, time with family, peace of mind? When your purpose is clear, your decisions become steady. You don't chase what others are chasing. You don't panic when markets fluctuate. You don't rush because someone else is getting rich faster. Purpose allows patience to take root. It reminds you that your financial journey is personal. Different timelines, different responsibilities, different goals. And when you invest from that place of clarity, you gain confidence. Not because every decision is perfect, but because every decision is aligned. This is also where wisdom replaces emotion. You diversify, you think long-term, you accept that growth takes time. You stop asking, how fast can I get rich? And start asking, how strong can I build this foundation? And that shift changes everything. When lifestyle is controlled and purpose is clear, money becomes a tool, not a source of stress. You no longer feel owned by your salary. Instead, your salary works for you. Each paycheck becomes a strategic move, not a reaction. Each investment becomes a step forward, not a gamble. And here is the final truth worth remembering. Your salary is not your destiny. It is your responsibility. What you do consistently with it will determine where you stand years from now. Wealth is not built in dramatic moments. It is built in quiet decisions made month after month when no one is watching. If you learn to pay yourself first, protect yourself from chaos, invest in your growth, commit to patience, control your lifestyle, and invest with purpose, something remarkable happens. Money stops being the center of your life and becomes the support system for the life you truly want. And one day you will look back and realize that the greatest return on your salary was not just financial, it was confidence, freedom, and the calm assurance that you chose wisely when it mattered most.